How are the Jews blessed? The physical descendants of Judah and Benjamin, who come from the one school of Pharisaism that survived, that grew into rabbinical Judaism, which is now 98% of Judaism, the other being Karaite Judaism. Well, there is a convert, or I should say revert, who encountered Christ while still being a Jew. Her whole family is Jewish, husband Jewish, and she struggled as a true Israelite does, one who struggles with God, literally gets in a wrestling match with God, which is what any believer does. There's no blind faith. We have to struggle with these things. The books of Job, why do bad things happen? This beautiful morality laid down, yet the wickedness of man, the infallibility of the church, yet the human bureaucracy that often errs and does cruel things. There's an added blessing that she has of being able to see what the critique that still lasts of certain points of Pharisaism that Christ brought up, and being able to see the early elements of what is still in Judaism, but in early Christianity as well, and continued on in another direction, and being able to look at the liturgical service and the responsive prayers that took place in the temple and still to this day take place in some synagogues. The transformative nature of the Last Supper, which was, people say it was a Seder meal, but it was also a new thing. It was a transfiguring event, an apocalyptic event of taking a covenant thing for one people, a remembrance of one event for one people, and bringing it to being the light of all the nations. The crossing of the Red Sea and being the prototype of baptism, as well as the flood being the antitype for baptism, as well as circumcision being what baptism has replaced, and being able to see all these things culminate, right? As well as so many myriad of things that she immediately recognized and felt home in the Eastern Orthodox Church, meaning the liturgical calendar, the culture, everything, which is totally unlike the hostile culture of the West towards the Jews, with no smulchy apology or sucking up to the nation state of Israel or anything like that. And plus, she is a mother, right? A mother who has faith and bears children is saved through the bearing of children, right? There's a blessing in that. And she is the salvation of her whole family. People say, well, if they're non-Christian and Jews, not part of the Orthodox Church, how could they be? Well, because she is the root. The mother is the important thing. And also she has a special commonality with Theotokos. So this had happened with a secular Jew to a less extent, John Mark from my old parish, but it actually got him more in contact with he wanted to understand more, to understand Orthodoxy, so I actually looked into his